I think one of the most prominent examples of recent years is the Volkswagen Emissions Scandal. This started around 2007. There was a new CEO of Volkswagen, 𝐬𝐚𝐜𝐞𝐞𝐝, and he set a very ambitious goal for the company to triple its sales in the US within the next 10 years. And in order to achieve that, the company would have to reduce the emissions of its clean diesel cars in order to meet US environmental regulations. And so the engineers at Volkswagen were tasked with achieving that goal. But unfortunately, try as they might, they weren't able to do it. But then there was a problem. They couldn't tell the CEO that they couldn't do it. Well, why not? 𝐬𝐚𝐜𝐞𝐝's management style was one that was characterized by fear and blame. He was a, don't come to me with problems, succeed or lose your job. 𝐬𝐚𝐜𝐞𝐝, he had a reputation for hitting the roof when things went wrong, for becoming quite unpleasant and loud and demeaning. And so all of the engineers, they feared that they went to him and said, look, we can't achieve what you want us to achieve, that they would get sacked. And so going to him was not an option. So thinking about it, they came up with an alternative solution, cheat the system. And so they programmed the cars that when they detected an emissions test was taking place, they would run it at a reduced performance setting, which enables them to pass the test. But in actual fact, when they're out on the road, they were emitting about 40 times the maximum allowable level under the environmental regulations. Now, for about 10 years, everything appeared to be going very well. The company actually beat its goal 4 years early. But of course, inevitably, eventually the scandal came to light. And it was a massive scandal. The company's reputation was absolutely destroyed. To date, there's been more than $42 billion that the company's had to pay in fines, in settlement costs, recall costs, various penalties worldwide. A number of executives have been sent to prison, and 𝐬𝐚𝐜𝐞𝐝 himself is currently facing charges in Germany. And so you have this situation where a culture of fear and of blame created a temporary illusion of success, but ultimately was setting the company up long-term for massive failure.